Okay, YouTubers, here we go again. Another video continuing on with some service work on the old Farmall 806. And of course, the day I'm doing this, it is raining, so you're probably hear rain on the tin roof of the shop. So anyway, when I left you, I was going to change this filter here out. It's the air filter. Here's the old one. A little dirty, dusty, brand new one. Nice and shiny. Now, one thing about these filters, you got this here, there it is, bolt deal that holds the filter in place in the air filter housing, and then it has thread, you set to hold on with that screw, and then this third part here is what the cap screws onto. But anyway, when you buy your new filter, it comes with a spring, kind of a concaved washer with a rubber seal on it that goes on this, and it will lay right there and seal up and keep dirt out. Keeps the dirt, all your air has to go through the filtering and not around the filter. And of course, in addition to that, you also have a seal on this end to seal up against the inside of the filter housing. So anyway, long story short, take this. That hole there worked out pretty good. Put this on, just like that. And there, now you're ready to go put your filter on. Yeah, I can talk. And go from there. So hang on, I'll show you the filter going in place. So here we go again. We're going to put the filter in. Of course, if you recall, when I showed you that last video, inside there is a plastic like baffle plate. It goes around the inside of this filter housing and helps deflect dirt, so the air has to go a certain way. So let me get this filter shoved in here and I'll show you the end result. So hang on a second. Okay, filter shoved in. Now we tighten things up nice and snug and in place. Just like that. Hand tight's all I do with that. That should be plenty good. You got the seal on the bottom, the seal there. And then we'll put this on. Make sure it's up in there. Get our arc joint plier. Give her a few spins. Give her grace with tools. And there we go. So there's that. You just take this, hang on a second. So anyway, you get that lined up and in the back of the holes, and you snug this up. And you snug this one up. A little close up of the metal. You all got your own little way of doing things. There's mine. I'll take the arc joint pliers and give her just a little extra on the turn. Make sure it's good and tight so it doesn't fall off. And there's your air filter replacement done on the 806. Now, one other thing I'm not going to change this year, but just to point out to you all that don't know or whatever. There again, this is about a 1964 year model tractor. So everything is canister filters. It's not spin-on. Sometimes wish it had spin-ons, but I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to modify it to be spin-ons. I'm going to keep it original. Yeah, the light. These two canisters here, they're your fuel filters. I don't know what Napa filter I use off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, those of you Farmall guys know that these are the filters. This one's your primary. Then comes out the bottom, comes over and up. This is your secondary filter. Then comes out of it and runs to your injector pump. Yeah, goes out the bottom of it right there. This line here. Goes to your injector pump, and then out your injector lines to your individual injectors in the head. So you can make nice clouds of black smoke and make Greta cry if you're in Canada. Make Al Gore cry if you're here in the US. But anyway, yeah, so that's those. And of course, this right here is a bleeder. We can open it up, bleed the air out of the canister. Each one has a bleeder on it. I just opened up long enough to let fuel spew out of it, and I shut her off, and then get the tractor going. Away we go. So anyway, there's that part. So hang on, and we will move on to something else. So we'll go from there. So hang in there, we'll show you some more. Okay guys, well, I'm dragging this whole thing out on your video for you. Of course, we've already done the air filter. That's the air filter for the Farmall 806 that I use. Like I said, I prefer to use the Napa Gold Series filters. And this is what I like to do, is put on the, I'll save part of the box that has the part number. You guys got your method. I like to do this, old school, whatever. Put down what tractor it goes into, the date I changed it, and what it was. Of course, I know, it's going to say on here what it probably is. Air, oil, whatever. But anyway. And for those of you that are curious, if you're curious, you have the canister style fuel filters on your 806 still. Whatever tractor at that age range, model range. Here's the Napa Gold Series filter for the fuel filters. 3080 is the fuel filters that I use. Now, of course, I use 2 of them with that tractor. And again, I put all the information in the back as far as the tractor, the date, and the fact that it's fuel filter. I use 2 of them, so I'll put those together. And for those of you curious about the hydraulic oil filter, the tractor does have a hydraulic oil filter on it. Again, I use the Napa Gold Series, and it is the 1253 is the part number for that hydraulic oil filter. And again, put down the tractor, the date, and also I have the Case IH part number for that filter also, for those of you who are, it has to be the tractor brand part number, oil filter, whatever, which that is 528493R3. Okay, so there's pretty much, between this video and the previous video, there are your main filters that you're going to use on, in this instance, a Farmall 806. Now I'm sure, matter of fact, I know for sure, this same filter is used on, whether it be the Napa Gold or the Case IH. This same filter is used on a Farmall 706. Yes, we have a 706. It's not here, but we have one. And the same goes for the air filter. This same air filter is used on our 706 that we have. Even though it's a gasser, it still has the same air filter housing, same air filter goes in it. But yeah, so there you go. Fuel, oil, hydraulic oil, air filter, all the main filters you're going to use on the 806, 706 series tractors. Don't quote me on the fuel filter on the diesel one. Don't quote me on that for a 706. But anyway, there's that. Stop on the head and we'll get on to something else. So hang in there. Okay, YouTubers, let's get the oil changed. I'm just going to drop the, right now, as you can tell, 806 sitting there purring, warming up the motor oil. everything moving around and all that, trying to move all that sludge off the head and all the rockers and everything. Hopefully that shit's going through the filters and down in the oil pan, one or the other. Hopefully the filter's catching all that crap. But anyway, got it warming up. Then we'll take and change the shredder down. We'll drop the oil plug. That takes, well, from this outfit, it takes an 1 1/8 wrench, combination wrench, to do that. And then we'll spin these canister filters off, housings off, the bolt under here for them. It takes a 3/4 inch wrench to undo them. We'll get that all done up. It'll be an oily mess because oil will be up in here, will run down these housings and puddle up here, so you get a rag, wipe all that off. You know the drill. If you've done your own service work, or if you do the service work on any piece of equipment, you know it's a pain in the butt to do. Sometimes it's not always clean. Anyway, so hang in there, and I'll get you something else going here in a second or two, so hang on. Okay, YouTubers, I'm going to make a suggestion here. Now, if you're just working by yourself in your shop area, you don't really need to do this. But if you work where there are several individuals in your shop with you, near you, whatever, and it's mostly the thought behind saving your machine, your piece of equipment. Because what I'm going to do is your ignition key, pull it, go put it in your toolbox over yonder, go hang it on a nail if you store keys in a particular spot. But pull your key out of your ignition. That will save you not so much from yourself from getting hurt, but it will save your, in this case, tractor from being started up when there's no oil in the oil pan. But just sitting there thinking, that's probably a bad suggestion. I know a lot of you all know better. You all got common sense, I know, but I just had to put that out there. But anyway, hang in there. We'll put these somewhere safe, and then we'll drop some oil and go from there. Okay, here we go again, another insert. There you go, there's the canister filters, and the canisters popped off the tractor. They go right here, and get a light. And we have to get the O-ring up in here. My finger, let me see it. That black O-ring there. Each one has an O-ring. I get that pulled out, so that means either a use of the pocket knife, small screwdriver, O-ring pick, something like that, to get that pulled out, and then put a new one in. And when I put a new one in, yes, I do advise lubricating that O-ring. I'll just dip it in the bucket, put some oil on it, just for lubrication, so that way it just kind of helps out there a little bit. But we got to do that. And on these canisters, I don't know if you can see inside there very well, but here on this threaded shaft is for your bolt. Down inside there is a plate with a spring behind it that pushes, well, I'm backward. There's springs on there and a snap ring and all that. But anyway, that all holds against the this felt washer seal on the filter. But anyway, that holds up tight against that and pushes the filter up tight to seal up inside here. and hold the filter in place and everything. Yeah, as you can see, I got to do some cleaning up. Let them sit in that oil pan, old feed pan, let them drain out. Let's just clean up, put the new ones on. You guys know the drill. Why am I showing you? Well, nothing better to do. Just making some videoage for you, video footage. But yeah, we'll get that done. And then I'll go get some oil, put in some oil. I got to put about, like I said, 12 quarts. I actually think the book recommends 13 with new filters. So I'll just put in the 12, check my oil, make sure it's okay, start it up, let it settle, check it, and I may add another quart to it. But on that note, I'm going to stop here for a minute, and I'll bring you back later when I get that O-ring stuff picked out and new ones in, and because I'm going to have oil in my hands so I get doing all this crap. Get those canisters cleaned out, get the... I put the plug back in. Of course, it's got a little brass-ish compression washer on it to seal, hold things in place. But yeah, I gotta get all that cleaned up and done up, and I'm not going to do that and run the camera. So anyway, that being said, hang in there. I'll get you something else, and we'll go from there. So anyway, there you go. I know, probably should have me do it, but I wasn't going to do it. Had oil over my hands. Can't be helped. Canister filters back together. Filters in them. Housing's back on. And there again, lubricate your O-rings that go up in this. They will cut. That makes them easier to come out. Same goes for spin off. There's a little bit of oil on there, makes them a little easier spin on, spin off. When you're putting this back together, make sure your canister goes up in the groove, doesn't hit on one side or the other, because there's a little bit of a groove around there. Just be sure it spins around there and goes in place. Tool wise, yes, all you need in this case with this outfit is the 1 1/8" combination wrench to pull the plug out of the pan, a 3/4 inch combination wrench to undo, to spin the canister housings off, and then just a plain old O-ring pick of your choice, or pocket knife, a little bitty screwdriver to pull to get the O-ring out of this upper half of the housing. So really that's about it, other than putting the oil in and firing it up, making sure no leaks, as far as no leak around the filter housings or the plug. I think on that note, I don't know how long this video actually is, but on that note, I am going to end this video here too. I may put it up, let's see, usually you may be seeing this one early. What the heck, give you a couple short videos or longer videos in a short period of time. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to end this video, and I'll say as usual, hey, I appreciate you. If you've hit that play button, you watched the whole video or most of the video, whatever, thank you. Thumbs up to you for pushing the play button. I appreciate you. And yes, as always, comment, like, rate, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Can't do this, that, or that. I've done that to you for a while. As always, hey, take care of yourselves. One thing I need to say is thank you to you subscribers again for getting me at 500 subscribers on the YouTube, and now we're going beyond that. Welcome new subscribers. Hope you enjoy what you're seeing. Hope you continue to watch and all that. But on that note, like I said, take care. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.